CMD, Boxing Reports, Ronell Higg reporting here, and I am back at it for the Boxing Fanatics. So, from the way it looks, Jermell Charlo is a victim of the 2-year and over rule. Now, he won the title in May of 2016 and lost it in December of 2018. So, yeah, that seems about the right timing for this 2-year ordeal. You see, in America, our champions have a 2-year limit starting from the very day they win a world title. And within that time frame, there's work to be done, meaning they'll have to take on mandatory defenses and in between take on other world title holders as well, and take multiple risks by taking on other top level opponents. Now, if none of the above is met, then guess what? After the 2 years are up, you'll lose your title, even if it's in a very close fight, but yet the champion still has like an edge in the match. You best believe me, he'll lose that title. Because for one, for the past 24 months, that title holder has been like in his own comfort zone by, thinking he's on top of the mountain where he can't be touched, and listen to what his fanboys be putting in his head, making him feel invincible. Nah, welcome to reality, young man. No one is invincible in this sport. This sport could make you and break you. Yet, the same way you got it is the same way you'll lose it. Now, I'm going to give you some names of other fighters who suffered the same fate. Okay, there's Oscar De La Hoya, all right, who won the WBC welterweight title in April of 1997 by defeating Pernell Whitaker. Now, during that period of being the welterweight champion, some fans believe that Oscar was given a few gifted decisions. We all remembers how Oscar used to always tire out and in the middle of the fight, and he'll give away 4 to 5 rounds by not doing anything. However, on September of 18th of 1999, De La Hoya met his fate by suffering his first loss to Felix Trinidad. And in that fight, De La Hoya outlanded Trinidad by landing 120 more punches than Trinidad. But guess what? De La Hoya time was up. They gave it to Tito. And then you had other fighters like Shane Mosley, Jermaine Taylor, Kelly Pavlik. All these guys held onto their straps for over 2 years and then had them taken away. Now, some of these fighters lost their straps fairly, while others lost their straps controversially. And it's all because they were set in their own comfort zone. And for the ones who lost their straps fairly, well, you can say that they were set up to be exposed, like with Jermaine Taylor. Now, he wasn't anything exciting after lifting those belts from Hopkins. The only thing he was doing was taking on light hitters, blowing up middleweights like Corey Spanks and Kasim Uma. Then they put him in the ring with a strong opponent in Kelly Pavlik. Then pow, we now has a new undisputed champion at the middleweight division. And the same thing happened with Kelly Pavlik. He was in his own comfort zone, taking on some light hitters. Now, I know that he moved up to face Hopkins at 168, but his middleweight straps weren't on the line. However, when he returned back to the middleweight division, we went right back to seeing the same thing from Pavlik until he ran into Sergio Martinez, all right? And Pavlik, he held his titles for about 2 years and some change too, all right? So what I'm saying here, all right, is we seen what happened with Jermell Charlo last Saturday, okay? It was a very controversial fight. It was a fight that probably could have went either way. It could have been a draw, but they gave it to Tony Harrison. And I think, Tony Harrison deserved the title. He deserved the win. But anyways, what I'm saying here is that, look, the Charlo brothers act like two spoiled brats, okay? I said this before, all right? Oh, we're twins, they act like, they're something special. They're champions. They act like they're invincible. And, they weren't doing anything to, how can I say, alter their styles. Their fighting style stayed the same, Still no excellent head movement, footwork and everything. It's like, they just felt comfortable where they were at. Okay. I mean, when it came down to taking on other champions and whatnot, oh man, something always would come up. Oh, nah, I can't take him on. He's on the zone, or he's this, that, or this guy ducking me. It was a bunch of bull crap, And, the same thing with Earl Spence. Okay. Look, Earl Spence had won that strap he holds back here in 2017. 2019 is about to come up. All right. So the clock is ticking for Earl Spence. All right. Now, if he doesn't knock out Mikey Garcia in this fight coming up, we can see another controversial, loss in boxing. Okay. They might end up giving it to Mikey Garcia, or if not, somewhere down the line, they're going to give it to someone else. All right. Earl Spence, the clock is ticking for this dude. All right. He has to get out of his comfort zone. He has to start doing, things like taking on other champions. Forget about this crap. I'm going to take care of my side of the street, this, that, and the third. No. All right. You only got 2 years. All right. All the fighters that I've named, they all had 2 years and some changed. All right. This is something, good to look at. So anyways, that's my take on this. CMD Boxing Reports, and I'll catch you on the next one.